Young and the Restless Spoilers. OMG besties, welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday, a supposedly beautiful day, but I am physically vibrating out of my seat and my reality is entirely shattered. Let's just dive right into the absolute madness because I cannot hold this in for another second. You guys, I am deceased. Stop what you are doing. Put down your iced coffees, pull your car over, ignore your boss, because I am literally shaking and we need to talk about this now. I am filming this while running errands, literally sprinting through the aisles of Target like an absolute maniac because I just had to jump on here and vent. I am personally offended, totally unwell, and genuinely spiraling over what Phyllis Summers just did. Send help. My soul has actually left my body. I was mid-skincare last night when I watched this, literally had a charcoal mask smeared all over my face, and I dropped my jaw so hard I smeared it all over my expensive living room rug, and I had to yeet my phone across the room because of the sheer audacity. Wait, backtrack for a second, I missed a step. Let me set the scene for you because the stakes are astronomical. It's giving high-octane psychological masterpiece where everyone is playing bourne chess and my brain cannot keep up. We are in the courtroom, right? The tension is so thick you could cut it with a chainsaw. Michael Baldwin, sweet, brilliant, exhausted, fiercely loyal. Michael is up there literally fighting for Phyllis's life. He is trying to convince the judge that this whole AI evidence trap, these fake emails Victor Newman planted to frame her, are completely fabricated. He is doing the absolute most, sweating through his designer suit, trying to save his best friend from a concrete cell, which is honestly so unhinged because she has been fighting him every single step of the way. Wait, did I say that yet? Oh, my brain is mush. Moving on. So Michael is mid-sentence, laying out the digital forensics, and the room is tense. You could hear a pin drop. Oh, hold on. I should have mentioned this earlier, but Christine Blair is sitting at the prosecutor's table looking like the cat that ate the canary. Don't even get me started on the vibes in that room. The lighting was so weirdly fluorescent. It was giving interrogation room cheek, which is honestly a terrible aesthetic for a courtroom drama, but anyway. Suddenly, out of absolutely nowhere, Phyllis straight up snaps. I'm talking full-blown cinematic mayhem. She shoots up from her chair like she's been electrocuted by a live wire. I am literally hyperventilating right now, just remembering it. Phyllis points to shaking, manic finger at Michael, and screams, literally screams at the top of her lungs, echoing off the mahogany walls that Michael is secretly colluding with Victor Newman. Bestie, be for real right now. She is standing in a court of law in front of a judge accusing her own defense attorney of being a double agent for the mustache. The absolute delusion. She is officially on my do not perceive list. I am so done with her. She screams that he is setting her up, that he's part of Victor's grand master plan to destroy Summers Corp and lock her away forever. And then the words that actually stopped my heart. She fires him right there on the spot. You are fired. The gasp I let out. I choked on my own spit, you guys. Phyllis Summers, in her infinite, chaotic, self-destructive wisdom, decides that she is going to represent herself. Yes, you heard me. Pro se Phyllis. And she genuinely believes she can out-lawyer Michael Baldwin, out-prosecute Christine Blair, and outmaneuver Victor Newman all by her damn self. It is a legal disaster of epic proportions. I am clutching my chest because I am literally too unwell to handle the gravity of this choice. Let your brain buffer for a second before snapping back. Wait, I'm glitching. Okay. Back to the main event. Look at Michael's face in this scene. You guys, the cinematography of his heartbreak was devastating. Decades of friendship. They have buried bodies together, metaphorically and literally. They have survived Genoa City's most insane, convoluted plots, and here she is throwing him to the wolves because her paranoia has reached terminal velocity. The disappointment in Michael's eyes wasn't just professional, it was a deep, soul-crushing betrayal. He looked at her like he didn't even recognize the woman standing in front of him. It wasn't just the end of a legal contract. It was the brutal, bloody execution of a friendship that has spanned decades. But wait. Stop. If you thought that was the end, you don't know Michael Baldwin. Because Michael does not just walk away like a wounded puppy. Oh no. The villain arc is about to go nuclear, manifesting a total dumpster fire by the next update, because Michael looks her dead in the eye, his voice completely devoid of the warmth he used to have for her, and he makes a declaration. He vows, right there, to expose every single piece of criminal evidence he has on her and personally send her to prison. The gasp I let out. Let me repeat that, because my brain is still visibly buffering from the sheer audacity of the plot. Michael Baldwin, her former bestie, her legal shield, is now going to be the sword that strikes her down. He is going to hand her over on a silver platter. I am genuinely screaming into a pillow right now. How did we get here? This specific betrayal personally attacked my soul. I feel like I am going through a divorce. Let's talk about the AI evidence for a second. Victor Newman has basically orchestrated a digital masterpiece of framing. We know this. Michael knew this. Michael was the only one standing between Phyllis and a concrete cell. He brought in digital forensics. He was fighting the code, the algorithms, the fake emails that matched Phyllis's writing style perfectly. It was a flawless trap, and Michael was dismantling it. He was saving her, and she repays him by publicly humiliating him and aligning him with the very man who was trying to ruin her. The paranoia has completely consumed her. It's like she's trapped in a dark room and just shooting wildly in every direction. And Christine, oh my gosh, I have to talk about Christine. The bug was sitting at the prosecutor's table, probably wearing one of her signature power suits. Wait, was it navy or black? I can't even remember. I was too focused on the veins popping out of Phyllis's neck. But Christine's face, she was stunned. Even Christine, who has hated Phyllis since the dawn of time, who has literally been the victim of Phyllis running her over with a rental car back in the day. Yes, I am bringing up ancient lore because I am that invested. Even Christine looked genuinely shocked. You know it's bad when your mortal enemy is looking at you like, girl, you need help. I am pacing my living room right now. Basically, Phyllis has isolated herself entirely. She has no one. Lauren is going to be devastated. Wait, backtrack for a second. Let's talk about Lauren Fenmore. Poor, sweet, fierce Lauren. She is caught in the middle of this nuclear fallout. I am genuinely sick to my stomach thinking about the dinner table conversations at the Baldwin house tonight. Lauren has been defending Phyllis to everyone. She has been the ultimate ride or die. And now her best friend has humiliated her husband on public record. The betrayal is multi-layered. It's giving Shakespearean tragedy. I can already picture Lauren marching into the GCAC, her heels clicking on the marble floor. Honestly, the acoustics in that place are amazing. But I digress, marching right up to Phyllis and throwing a drink in her face, manifesting a martini toss. I need it for my mental health. And don't even get me started on the vibes of Phyllis representing herself. What is her legal strategy going to be? Screaming at the jury, glaring at the bailiff. She has zero legal training. She is going to stand up there and just say, "Objection, Your Honor, because I am Phyllis Summers, and I said so." The judge is going to hold her in contempt of court within the first 5 minutes. I am literally shaking just picturing the absolute circus this trial is going to become. It's going to be a media circus. Genoa City's finest are going to be sitting in the gallery with popcorn. I know I would be. Let's talk about Michael Baldwin's history. Hold on, I should have mentioned this earlier, but Michael used to be a terrifying villain back in the Cheen movies. Did I say that yet? Ooh, my brain is mush. Moving on, but seriously, he used to be this ruthless, boundary-pushing legal shark who would do anything to win. He dug a hole in a wall to spy on Christine. He was unhinged. And over the years, he reformed. He became the good guy, the loyal husband to Lauren, the steadfast friend to Phyllis. He spent decades being the voice of reason, and now Phyllis has basically poked the sleeping bear. She didn't just fire a lawyer, she reawakened the dark, twisted Michael Baldwin, who knows how to destroy a person's life with a single loophole. The poetic cinema of it all. I am literally crying tears of joy and terror. The way Michael's voice dropped an entire octave when he made that threat. He didn't yell. That's the scary part. When someone like Michael Baldwin yells, you know they are just venting. But when he gets quiet, when his voice gets that deadly, icy calm, send help, that is when you know your life is over. He said he would expose all her criminal evidence and put her in prison, and he said it with the conviction of a man who has already drafted the paperwork in his head. He is a legal genius. He knows every loophole, every precedent, every single dirty trick in the book, because he wrote half the book. Phyllis has basically handed a loaded bazooka to the smartest guy in the room and painted a target on her own forehead. And Phyllis, let's really dissect her psychology right now. She is terrified. We know she was just attacked in a basement by Sienna Bacall after that whole disastrous kidnapping of Matt Clark. She's bruised, she's paranoid. She feels like the entire world, including the shadows, is out to get her. So when she looks at Michael, she doesn't see her friend. She sees another threat. She is projecting all her trauma, all her fear of Victor onto the one man trying to pull her out of the quicksand. It is a high-octane psychological masterpiece of self-sabotage. She is drowning, and instead of grabbing the life preserver, she stabs it with a knife and sets it on fire. Bestie, be for real right now. Imagine the scene. Michael walks up to the prosecutor's table, looks at Christine, his former victim, mind you, and says, "Let's make a deal." The universe would actually implode. I would have to be hospitalized. I am clutching my chest. My soul has actually left my body.